Howdy, folks. Happy Friday to everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? Hoping everybody's had a good day today and looking forward to a wonderful weekend. It's a beautiful night here in the Carolinas. And if you've seen my video, I got this Cub Cadet sitting here. I just bought it and we got a big discount on it. I got a little camera adjustment, y'all. Don't mind the shaking. All right, so uh, this is it. It's in the shop. It This mower's never been started. This mower was in the crate, delivered to my local tractor supply store. If you haven't seen the video, uh, you might want to watch it. This thing was delivered last year. Exactly a year ago this month, this mower came into the local store and in the crate, fresh from the factory, and it fell off the back of the truck and it bent either the wheel or the transmission axle. It's got a wobbly wheel on the left rear. Other than that, it's a wonderful mower. I saw it last year and I said, wow, what happened to this mower? Uh, the manager at that time, side note, that manager's changed, that store's changed managers since then. But the old manager had said that it fell off the truck and we don't know what's wrong with it. We're just going to put it back on another truck and send it back to the factory. And for reasons unknown, it never got sent back to the factory. Let me see if I can go full screen here. I don't know if I can. No, I haven't been on for a minute. Hi there, Anfield Road. Thanks for joining the stream. Anyhow, weeks went by and this mower never got sent back to the factory or to the warehouse. It just sat and sat behind the local store in the crate, and nobody would even pay it any attention. Uh, so I go to that store regularly, pretty much every Saturday, and sometimes more often than that. And I'm well known in that local store, as many of you are. All you handymen are pretty familiar with the places you shop at and whatnot. Um, so it just sat there. Every time I would go in the store, it would be sitting there. And I was wondering what's going on with it. How bad is it? I'm kind of a mechanic and I'm kind of a Cub Cadet guy. Maybe I could fix it for you. I offered to fix the thing for them, and they said it had to go to either the back to the warehouse or to an authorized Cubby service center, which I'm neither one. And sometime so I bought a brand new Cub Cadet 50-inch last summer in June, and it's sitting out there now. I don't have room for it in here with this one in here because there's two more sitting back here. Anyhow, uh, when I bought that mower, I offered to buy this one from them then, and I said, what would it take for me just to buy it and take it like it is? And that manager had said, we can't sell it like that because we can't warranty it. And I said, I don't give a crap about warranty. If the price is right, I'll take it. Even if it's not fixable, I'll just use it for parts and that. So he contacted his management who uh, offered to sell it at a discounted price of about $1,500. Now the original tag price on this thing was $22.99 last year. I've got the price out there where it was. I just de-stickered this thing a minute ago. I still have the tags. $23.99 is what I paid, or what it was priced at. I'm sorry, y'all. And so they offered to sell it to me for $1,500, which is a pretty decent discount. But I went, no, I don't think 1,500 is the right price for it, because I know I got to buy at least a wheel and an axle and maybe a transmission. Now this was last June, okay? Don't forget that part. So I went home and I went on Pro Parts Direct and looked up the complete transmissions, about $600. So you're not, by the time you buy that transmission whole and have it shipped to you, you're not really saving a lot of money. I went back and offered a counter offer of $800 for the mower, and they said absolutely not. We'll just send it somewhere else. We can't sell it for $800. February, March, April, May, June. It had already been sitting back of the store for 4 months. And so I said, well, okay. We couldn't make a deal on it at $800. So in wintertime of 2024, I think it was October or could have been November, it was still here. It was still at that store. They had uncrated it. They had a guy from their service center, whoever their Cub dealer, service guy is, had uncrated it and assembled it, and never started it, but looked over the transmission and the rear wheel, and for some reason it never got taken care of. It still sat. Now it's wintertime. Nobody's buying lawnmowers, particularly tractor styles. I think that store sold 15 zero turns that year and only 3 tractors in that season. I buy more than that in 2 weeks on Facebook. So it just sat neglected in the back of the store. It's out in the weather. It's getting rained on. It's getting snowed. I mean, just shitted on, and it was bothering me a little bit, but I wasn't going to come up over the 800. 800 was my price on it because I don't need the thing, and it's pretty much going to be a flip mower. It's only the 42-inch stamped steel deck. It's got the Cub Cadet Power, which is a Chinese single cylinder, 18 horse motor, and it's not the most desirable of its kind. It's pretty ordinary among its peers. You can spend $200 more and get the Kohler Power and get the 50-inch fab deck, or you could spend an additional $200 above that and get the 54-inch with the lug wheels on the back and the twin cylinder Kohler. So it's kind of an unwanted, plain ordinary specimen, but yet at the same time, it was eating at me, this thing sitting there and nobody doing jack shit with it. It was bothering me. And so I made a second offer. This was after they changed managers. Let me put that in there. The new manager, he's not as much fun as the old manager, but he's all right, people. He kind of looks like Chris Novoselic from Nirvana, the bass player. Kind of favors him. Nice guy, but definitely not as malleable even as the first guy. He wouldn't even contact his manager and ask him about the second offer. So it's that. And just the other day, if you go back and watch my video, you'll see that was the day that I bought the mower. What was it, Wednesday of this week? I was in there getting dog treats for my dog. I had done forgot this thing. I didn't know it was still sitting here or sitting there. And it was out of my mind. And so that manager came up to me with it, and I'm just getting dog treats and leaving, and he goes, "Hey, you still want that mower?" And I was surprised by the question, and I go, "That thing's still here?" He goes, "Yeah." He said, "We tried to send it to the service center a couple of different times, but they won't touch it because it's been sitting here so long." So I said, Yeah, I might be interested in it. Where's it at? It's still sitting in the same spot it was sitting at both other times I tried to buy it. Right in the back of the Tractor Supply on the outside where they keep all that horse fencing and watering troughs and fucking propane and shit back there. You know, uh, every Tractor Supply is about the same setup. So you can imagine it was just sitting back there and been sitting back there and back forever. And it was nasty, dirty, filthy, stinky. And so I said, you know what? I might would take this mower because I can maybe sell it and make a few dollars on it. I don't need it for a mower, but maybe I can do some stuff to it and fix it up. I'll give you $600 for it. I'll do $600, and that's it. And I'll do the taxes. We'll do the taxes on the 600 if it makes you feel better. So he texted his guy right quick, and his guy says, "Hey, sell it to him, because we need room for other shit." They're getting the 2025 mowers in, and they got nowhere to put them. So they did such a high volume on the zero turns last year. 15 units is a lot, especially for this little town. So he wanted it gone. So they let me have it for $600, y'all. I bought the thing for $600. I got the receipt in my wallet. So, and in addition as well, the regular retail prices went up $150 on this mower. 22 $22.99 was last year's price. This thing is up to like 23.49 at the store, because there's two or three sitting out there in the front, with the chain through them and shit, the cable, and they all have 23.49 on them in the 42-inch. Other than that, the IntelliPower is gone. Cub Cadet did the world a favor and took the IntelliPower off. Now this one does have the IntelliPower, which I'm probably going to get rid of and put a regular carburetor and throttle control and a cable on it. But for now, I've already tested this IntelliPower. It appears to be working. I brought it home, looked it over. All it really needs is a wheel. I ain't even got to buy a tire. All I got to do is snatch a wheel off one of my old uh, mowers out of the junkyard and paint it black and throw it on this thing. And that's exactly what this mower is going to get. I'm going to take a wheel off of one of my other MTD rigs and paint it black, make it pretty, and smack it right on this motherfucker. I'm not even kidding. But I'm making this live stream for y'all because I tried to start it a while ago, and it will start if you feed gas to it and get it drunk. So what we have here is we have a stopped up carbonator. And I thought it would be fun to do a Friday night live stream. The weather's good. I've got the doors open to the shop. It hasn't been nice around here, in a while, but the last few days have been great. It's not super cold outside. So I'm going to just live stream me. I think I'm just basically going to pull the carb off of it and, disassemble it and clean it, put it back together. This rig will probably be okay because I already know the IntelliPower is working. I don't think I'm going to have to do anything but clean the carb out on it because if you get it drunk, it'll run. But I do need to put my battery charger. Oh, I added the armrest kit to the seat. I already happen to have a Cub armrest kit in stock, so I went ahead and added armrest to it. Tractor styles don't really need them, but what the hey, I'm not doing anything else with the armrest kit. Zero turns almost always need an armrest, but they look cool on there, and they actually got a little function to them. And if I don't like them, I'll just take them back off. So right now I'm going to hook up my battery charger, and while the battery's charging, I'm going to pull the carbonator off of this thing, and I'm going to make sure I got gas flowing to it, and I'm just going to disassemble it a little bit and give it a blow job and put it back together. And hopefully she'll run on her own. So y'all just hang out with me and enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. Because you mechanics know that I'm not the only one that sometimes cusses at stuff. Sometimes I get a little perturbed. So welcome in. Thanks for joining. Let's look at the battery charger on this mug. Oh, over here, I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not. Where's my, are we in camera range? This is a little 2-cycle generator. It's straight up ching chang ching ching, straight out of Shanghai. 2-stroke generator that I picked up the other day. We're going to do some videos on that because I've never seen a 2-stroke generator, but I'm told this thing is a little beast. It's just been sitting a while. So that's a future project. No, it's not a lawn tractor, but guess what? I don't give a shit. I'm gonna see if I can make that thing buzz because I love 2-stroke power. It would be awesome if someone built a 2-stroke freaking lawn tractor. That would be badass to me. So we're gonna get our little charge pull out. Get our charging station out here. I probably don't even have to move the charger itself. I can just hook the cables up right there where it's at. That's kind of why I put it right there, so I could get the cables to it and that. Let's see what we got here. Positive guy right here. I have a junk box. The battery's dead, of course, because it's a year old and it's never been with a running vehicle. So I may have to buy a battery, and I don't mind that so much. These batteries don't cost much. This is a little Jello battery, and it's not that expensive to replace it. But I'm gonna try to get that one to charge and hold a charge before I go spending money. But if it doesn't cooperate, we'll just drop back in front. Charging here. Going 10.9 volts in it now. All right, it's actually charging itself up right now. So yay, good deal. Good deal. Beautiful. Let's see what we're gonna have here. Get this here thing off of here. It looks like a 10 mini. Oh man, yeah, that's some boiled eggs right there. And a police head. I do want to make sure I have fuel flowing. And this thing actually has a backflow, so I gotta make sure that's working. It has to return over to the tank for some damn reason. Yeah. Let's see. Enfield Road layout in the loft, listening while working. What are you working on, bud? What are you fixing on tonight? Plan. So I wound up with this thing for 200 less than my original offer, and that makes me pretty happy. That was a good deal. I've dealt with a couple of these IntelliPower tractors, and I don't have a problem with them as long as they're working. They work good. It's actually better systems than a mechanical governor to me. The problem is when they crap out, they crap out. These things crap out hard when they crap out. And the little Chinese 18 horses, a decent motor. It's not the worst motor. It's like a Predator 212 type of deal. I could, if I do decide to keep this thing, I could go get one of those Harbor Freight Vanguard clones and put on here, twin cylinder. I would make a beast out of this thing. And then I could put just a junk 50-inch fab deck on it, and it would be a completely different mower. I think that the 50 and 54 both have 3-blade decks, and they make such a nicer cut. This is a twin blade, and it doesn't make a pretty cut. It doesn't have that Gosport drop tank cut to it. Oh, we're off of it. Yeah, there's a little bit of rust going on in here, which was expected. I was expecting it to have some rust in it, so probably sand the magnet a little bit while I got it apart. It's not really bad though. It's not like it's bad or anything. A little like me, it just needs a bit of love. I gotta take the IntelliPower shit off of it. Get that out. Let's look and see. Get down here with it. Right there. Shouldn't have to take that apart. There's the target right there. There we go. Okay, now. There's our, I guess that's a fuel tank vent. It's not really a return, it's just a vent. Good thing. Okay. Dog. What is it, Shay? What's up, Shady Lou? There we go. Well, I'll be down. This thing. I mean, it's clean. Clean. Hell, you got to plug in right there. I've worked on a couple of these, not a whole lot of them. So I know just enough about them to screw up. Enough about them just to screw up. That part right there. Turn on. Let's see if we can get our fuel line off of it. Oh, need a motor here. Lower than that. There. Right that. I wonder where this antenna plugs in at. I guess I gotta take that off of there and find out. Okay. Like there's 3 bolts holding that plate on there. One here. So even brand new mowers cannot sit for a year. This mower had never been fired up until I started it a while ago just to test fire it. And apparently it still stopped up. I guess it must have had a little bit of fuel from the factory. And of course, they didn't put the good fuel in it, you know. All right, so that plugs in 2 different spots right there and there. And there's that little sticky thing right there. You gotta squeeze that to get it out. These. Oh, there's 2 of those right there. Check them out. 2 of them here. One. They attach the fuel line to this thing. These little plastic dealios. I don't think I'm gonna put those back in. I don't think it has to have that. But I'll save them in case I'm wrong. Yeah, I probably am. And then there's yet another one here. Well, they make sure they tie all this crap down good, don't they? I guess in case it falls off the truck. Now, finally, not being unplug this fella. There you go. Here's your IntelliPower right there. That's the module for the IntelliPower. Yeah, got that off there. Then the only thing left is the carburetor with the fuel line attached to it. It'll be a trick. Get that dude. Oh, I see the solenoid's got to come on. Little old backfire, anti-backfire valve has to come off of it. It won't clear the oil or the oil filter, but I'm not pulling the oil filter. Pull this little fella here off of here. And go that route. It may spill some gas and take that out, but it won't get a lot. Well, the way they build shit nowadays, man, they make it way more complicated than it needs to be, dude. They build shit way over engineered. That's all I can say. It's over engineered, man. This is a fucking machine to cut grass with, you know? It's not the goddamn space shuttle. You don't need all the shit that this thing's got. You really don't. Now, I can't get the carb off because the cutoff solenoid is in the way. And I can't get the cutoff solenoid out of the way because there's a fucking little tab in the holding the fucking wire to the solenoid. And it doesn't need that. It doesn't even need this damn cutoff solenoid. All it needs is somebody with a fucking brain. I'm gonna have to pull the oil filter off of this really. Somebody that knows, you know, smart enough to let the fucking thing idle for 5 minutes or 2 minutes before they cut it off. This oil filter's gonna come off. Probably gonna lose some oil now, but okay. This way. That's even worse. Yeah. Let's see how much oil falls out of it. Yeah, this is. I'm gonna get a bucket and catch it. It brings all of its oil. I don't. All right, we need an oil bucket, bro. That's no good. This one might be cooling under here. I don't know what was in it, but yeah, it's clean enough. It will do the trick. But now, I'm gonna get this thing out. First thing I'm gonna do, take off that fucking bracket that's holding that wire. That's unnecessary. Pretty unnecessary. What I didn't want was oil all over everything. But there it is. Try this again. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Aha. There's that stupid ass bracket. Bracket can get the fuck out of here. Like I got dudes just sitting around getting paid, come up with inane shit. Just inane bullshit. Yeah, you can kind of smell some dead gas in here. There's a little bit of dead gas going on in there, no doubt. Now I have a fuel line shut off. Right here. This is my fuel line closing up tool. Storing up high. Keep it up tall in case it decides it wants to bleed and shit. Alright, we'll keep it up high. So we know we got gas coming out of the tank. So that's a good thing. I'm gonna leave that intake gasket alone. And while I'm in here, alright, let's go. I see where the power feeds from the coil. The coil's got a terminal that goes from there into the stator. And the stator feeds this. And the stator also feeds the anti-backfire. And then this plug. And there's another little fella. That's the anti-backfire. There's that plug. Okay, that plug's right here. These two. That must, somehow or another, that's the governor on this mower. That's it. Oh yeah, yeah. She's not dirty, but she's got it needs to get blowed out a little bit. But the first thing I'm gonna do is take care of this fucking screw. The screw's pain in my ass. Hey. Good God. He was a little tapical. A little tapioca. There it goes. Man. Oh yeah, that thing here is green. Yeah, we got green that's here. Here's a little bracket and screw that was stopping the damn anti-cutoff from coming off of the thing. Guess what? Bye. Not gonna be reusing that. Yeah, we definitely got some green happening here. I'm just slinging fuel all over the fucking place. Can't put it in there with that oil because we're gonna reuse it. We'll drain it right here. That. This looks like a 13. Bigger. 14. Yep, 14. Probably just a matter of popping this bowl and getting shit clean in here. There's gonna be some green. There's gonna be some particles, and there's probably gonna be some green particles. Oh yeah, yeah, we got stuff in here, y'all. Yeah, it wasn't gonna run. We're doing the right stuff here. Look at this shit. Hey, where's my little flash of light go? I gotta show y'all this. This is a mower that hasn't been. I'm sure they test ran it at the factory. I don't want to say it's never been ran. I have a fucking flashlight somewhere. I'm gonna need. You see how my life goes. I'm bad with losing shit. I get focused on things and forget where I laid stuff. And I don't pay attention to where I put things sometimes. Sometimes I'm so focused on getting the task done that I lose focus on where the hell I laid my flashlight in there. And I could be like, okay, well, I'll just move on. But the problem is, I need to know where my damn flashlight went. I can't continue until I find my light. That's just my mind. That's how I work. Everything on hold until I locate this fucking light, which is probably somewhere obvious. It could even be in my pocket. Nope, not this time. I don't know where in the hell that light could have walked off to. It has just completely vanished. This little flashlight has ran away. I haven't been anywhere but here. That's to be the joy of something there. Oh my God. Just Jeremy, Shay. Jeremy, calm down. Well, I'm gonna have to give up on finding this flashlight. I'm out of ideas of where it could be. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. $139 flashlight now. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Oh boy. I'm spending too much time looking for it. Can someone else join in? Sonny Bono, what's up, dude? Sonny Bono, do I know you? You know my name, so whoever you are. So here's what we got. Let's see if we can get a light on it. Yep, you see all that crud in there? So we definitely have a stopped up carbonator. There's a lot of real let's see, this is hard to do. There's some real goo in there. Gotta get cleaned out in the bowl, which means the carburetor, all the holes and passages are stopped up. So, and then here's our cutoff solenoid, which is actually kind of a jet. It's got a jet hole in it, so that's That's probably not helping it either. So if I can get my mind off of this damn flashlight, I'll continue. And I don't have my hose for my air compressor tonight. I do not have the hose. I've been working on a project somewhere else, and I needed an air hose or an air line, and I took mine to that job site. So I don't have it with me, but I can work around that. We can work around that part. What I can't do is not think about that stupid ass light. I'm having a hard time with that right now, but I'm gonna try to get my brain in a different place right now. Looks pretty good. Pop this fella off the top here. See how bad it is underneath it. Oh boy, this thing's full of goodness in here. Wow, we lots of good stuff going in here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna close that part back the fuck up. I think that shit is above my pay grade. Let's just put the cap back on it. And this never happened here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna close that bitch back up. That's way too electronic for me. For what I have in this mower, it's not even a topic because I mean I can just buy a traditional carb and control and cable. Even MTD slash Cub Cadet got away from this crap. Pretty sure 2024 was the last season that they had it. Thank God. And nobody else has tried to. No one else has tried to copy this design. It does work well. It's better than a mechanical governor as far as getting the power to the engine quick. It does a good job. However, I think the cons outweigh the pros when it comes down to it. We might be able to get that main jet out. See if we can give it some love. It's smaller than that. Too small. Mm. Let's convert to fucking old screwdrivers. Yeah. 100% stopped up right there. 100% stopped up. Oh, much better, much better, much better. Let's go. Yep. I'll put it in there like that. Let's see this main jet. 100% stop. You fuck up. Clogged up. Right there. See how that does. Works good. Works pretty good. Working. It tasted so good. Love it. Okay, so which way was this bit orientated? Um, Probably should have marked that, but we'll figure it out. We'll just leave it on there like that for a minute. And we'll figure out which way the carburetor went. One of these is throttle, and one's choke. That's choke, that's throttle. So the carb's this way. Yeah, because fuel line's that way. And this fella was more or less like this. Yeah. Yeah, it was just about like that right there. Something like that right there. Right there, right there. All right, we'll put the 14 back before I lose it. Sure enough, it was. All right, we're gonna try to put this rig back together now. Oh, I gotta put my lawnmower cut off back in. Let's gotta go back in. You know what? I need to turn it a little bit. So, yeah, so, this way. Uh-huh. Like this. Just like that right there. That's how she goes. Are we charged up? Oh, yep, looks like we charged up though. Got the charge. Uh-huh. Now if it'll hold the charge is yet to be determined. But it took the charge. That's a good sign. All right, so now we're gonna put this carburetor back on here. Oh, yeah. Solenoid getting hooked back up here without the goddamn funky clip that was on it. Not putting that shit back in there. Don't need it. What is it, Shay? We can live without that little plant. And I'm not going to put the breather and the air filter back on yet because I'm going to test run this thing and make sure that we got it like we want it before we go putting all that crap back in it. But the bolts that hold the thing on are actually the bolts that mount the carburetor, which is something they've been doing for years on just about all your smaller engine stuff. And I don't get it, but okay. So we're going to go ahead and just mount the bolts directly onto the carburetor. But we're just going to snug them. We're not going to tighten the shit out of them. We're just going to snug them enough to see if this rig will run. Give them a little snuggle. Yep. Probably better those. Sure, I'm done with these. Okay. We're back on. We're going to put the IntelliPower unit back to it. Off the control module right here. Wow, they put that plug right up under that steering arm. That wasn't too smart. What the hell? They could have made that wire 2 inches longer. That would have been easier. But okay. We got it on anyway, so whatever. Now our fuel line goes back on. A smart person probably would have closed off the fuel line before they took it off, but that's not me. So that. Four things. Better. But whatever. Can't say that. I can't even find the damn black. Try to sneak this little clamp up on here. Something like that. Right there. Line is connected. I'm not fond of the way it's laying on the damn steering wheel, but I don't care right now. This was this way. And this is the big one. Little one. There's one there that ain't got no plug on it. I wonder where they live went. That plugs into there. That needs to go under, you know, go over it. They don't give you very much extra wire on these damn things. Let's raise this amount of extra wire here. Alright, we got our module back on and hooked back up. We'll get all these tools and leftover fasteners off of it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put some floor housing back on it. And the tank vent. Tank vent's gotta go back. Where the hell was it? Got where it went. Tank vent. Oh, it was in the, it don't go, it don't have to go back on yet. It was in the filter house. In there with the air filter in that. That pop back down. Then we'll put our 3 rubber washers and 3 acorn nuts back on it. Then this, this. I kind of like the design on this blower housing. It's pretty good. I haven't checked the comments in a minute. I'll get to it in just a second. I don't think anybody's watching anyway. Nobody giving a fuck right now. But I don't give a fuck either. It's all good. Can't forget my oil filter. Get him back on there. Actually, let me give it a little wipe up right there. I'll put that filter back on. some of that oil hit the frame, and it'll be easier to clean it off right now while there's no filter in the way. I'm not gonna be able to get all of it, but I'll get some of it. That's pretty good. Close enough for the government work. I'm gonna go ahead and run this oil and filters through the break-in and change it out. I know it's a year-old oil, but I don't think this oil is bad. It looks good on the stick. And what just came out when I drained it just now, it looks good. I don't see any reason to change the oil before I break it in, assuming that it's gonna run for me. Yeah, we're actually good enough to start up on. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Get all my greasy fingerprints off of it. Yeah. Now, you guys think it will start and run? The camera's completely backwards. Like I'm actually up that way. I'm over here on that side, but the camera's reversed. Huh. Let's see if there's anybody been commenting. Let's check the comments. La, 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 la. No, no comments. What's up, Kevin? Oh, not on your side, so we're good. Okay, cool. What is up? What's up, Sonny Bono? I thought Sonny Bono passed away decades ago. Maybe I'm wrong. Wasn't that Cher's husband? Sonny Bono? Oh, I just figured out who you are. What's up, Sonny? Breakfast time tomorrow, buddy. Breakfast time. I just figured out who you are, sir. Welcome into the live stream. Thank you for watching. At least somebody's watching. Somebody out there has no life besides me. You're supposed to be working on a race car right now, I understand. Got a race car project going. Time to get racing, buddy. All right, let's bust it off and see what it'll do, if anything. Let me get my PPE on. I'm gonna mute the camera because it's gonna be loud as fuck in here. So we're gonna mute while we're running. All right, she's running good, y'all. Started right up. As soon as it got the fuel, it took off and running, and the IntelliPower is working good. She throttles up, throttles down. I'm gonna let it cool off a minute and go for it again. See how my battery did. I took the charger off of it, and we'll just let it sit a minute, and we'll try them again. Meanwhile, I'm gonna put the hood back on it and shit, and hook up the air filter and whatnot, and get all that going. But I'm happy with it. All it needed was a little carb clean, and hopefully the battery's okay. If not, I'll just go buy one. Heck yeah, we have ignition. I gotta step outside and get my hood. Yep. Go. All right. Flipping back on there. Oh yeah. Plug the lights back in. Go. There we go. Working great, buddy. Can't get any better than that. Can't get any better than that. It don't get any better than that. All right, air filter housing and filter and cover. Plus the wrench. Socket. And these two over here. Alrighty. Very good, very good, very good. I'm happy. $600 well spent right here, bro. Very awesome. Very awesome. You know what? I should have probably left the hood off of it. Let's pull the hood back off of it for a minute. Probably should go ahead and put my filter on and then the hood. How about that? I mean, it could be done. It's just so much easier to pull the hood. Now the trick here is to get that belly started back on. Not too bad. Then you gotta get right there, right there. Put this thing back in here. This started back on there. So it can be a little tight right here. It's not too bad, but it can be tricky for you. Getting everything lined up. Make it sit like it's supposed to, I got a lot of shit cramped into a small space right here, see? A little finagling to get it to G-Hop. That thing right there can suck it. Ain't gotta have that. That'll make this go somewhat easier. I don't even know why they came up with that bullshit there anyway. That's dumb shit. Man, this thing's cooperate with me here. What are you doing, fucker? You son of a bitch. Punk ass on me. Come on, get on it. There we go. There we go. I'm not gonna be able to do this with gloves on. Lose these gloves. Do this with bare fingers. Okay, it's on. Oh no. Oh no. There it is. Oh, I thought I lost that little bastard. Oh Lord. People wonder why mechanics are such assholes because of shit like this. Engineers make us that way, see? Fuel tank vent back up. That's easy enough. The air filter. I like this type of air filter. It just sort of sticks on there. That makes it easy. They've done these mowers down for people like me. Yep, they made everything super simple and dumb. Just for blokes like myself. Even out a couple of bolts here. Got a couple of fasteners here. Just gotta get put back. One of them is that one. Okay. Go. Now go back on. There. Bob's your uncle. All right, let's see how she runs with the filter on it. Mm-hmm. There we go. I'm gonna mute one more time. Seems like a pretty good deal to me. There you have it, folks. Little carburetor clean, charge up the battery. I'm gonna go ahead and trickle charge it overnight, and we got us a brand new Cub Cadet, pretty decent tractor for $600. That's like 1/3 of the original cost. Took us an hour or two. Had a good time. Lost my flashlight. Don't know where it's at. It'll show up someday, hopefully. Enjoyed our time together, and hope you guys have a great night. See you next time.